Hello and welcome to Non-Stop Wrestling Chat. My name is Barry and this is your AEW versus NXT review. Now guys, it's not going to be a mega review for AEW. It's a tribute show obviously to Brodie Lee. The star rating at the end you'll understand, but yeah, it's a tribute show to Brodie Lee. And yeah, I'm still going to critique the matches if they weren't good or whatever. But it might be a little bit biased just because of the tribute towards Brodie. So before we get into today's show, guys, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and that beautiful notification bell. And let's get started. We open the AEW show, the tribute show with Brodie Lee for John Moxley sitting down chatting about stuff that they went through in the past, how he felt about him and things like that. A really nice little segment here, like testimonial. We get a few of these throughout the night. And it really shows how much Brodie Lee meant to the wrestling community. Like, the wrestling world is hurting just now. You go on Twitter, you type in Brodie Lee, John Hubbard, Luke Harper, whatever you want, you'll see just love. Few exceptions here and there, but you'll see just love, which is so good to see from the wrestling community. There's a lot of arguing that happens all the time. So the first match we got was Colt Cabana and the Young Bucks versus Matt Hardy and Private Party. Colt Cabana and the Young Bucks pick up the win here. 3 stars I gave this. It was a cool opener, fun match, and it was enjoyable. As the kind of Young Bucks are celebrating, the Acclaim come out. Ends up with SCU coming out, throwing them in the ring for the Young Bucks to hit them with their super kick. Next match we get is Evil Uno, Grayson and Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston, the Butcher and the Blade. Lance Archer, Grayson and Uno pick up the win. An enjoyable match with good action. It was just really, really fun. I gave it 2.5 stars. It wasn't the best, but it was fun. After the match, everyone kind of attacks Kingston, and Jake Roberts hits him with a kind of short arm clothesline, which was fun. Then we get a video package for Lee with some kind of personal photos that focusing on his family and friends. That was pretty emotional. Then we get Hangman, Adam Page, and Silver and Reynolds versus MJF, Santana, and Ortiz. Silver, Reynolds, or Page pick up the win here. This was an awesome match, guys. I gave it 3 stars. It's always great seeing Adam Page and MJF work. It's great seeing all the other guys as well. It was a brilliant match. 3 stars. I really enjoyed this one. So Silver just looks like he loses it in the middle of the ring. Drop him down to his knees. And just letting it out. Ronan he comes back in. He has a sign that says goodbye for now, my brother. I'll see you down the road, which was just emotional. Then we go into Kingston's. Kingston gets a testimonial here, which was fun. It was like a little bit funnier. He brought a little bit more humour into it, but it was still emotional just knowing that you've lost somebody like that. Then we get Conti and Jay versus Ford and Baker. Jay and Conti pick up the win here, 2.5 stars. Another awesome match. Like I says, guys, I'm not going to critique these like, oh, this match could have been this or that. It's bored me a little bit. It's all about the emotion that was in the ring at this point, you know what I mean? Then Jericho gets his testimonial, which was pretty cool as well. Then Team Taz versus Cody Rhodes, Orange Cassidy, and 10. Rhodes, Cassidy, 10 pick up the win. Fun match. 2.5 stars. Nothing special. After it, Team Taz were attacking. There was obviously a little beatdown, but then Darby came out and Sting came out behind him, which I thought was really cool. It's cool just using Sting in that fashion. I did like it. I love seeing Sting, so it's obviously a winner for me. Then Brodie Lee Jr. is in the ring with Cody and Can. Can looked awkward as hell in the ring. I don't know if it was maybe his emotions or he just looked like really awkward in the ring. But we ended the show there. Just with like a goodbye to Brodie, giving Brodie Lee Jr. the TNT Championship, the boots in the ring and stuff like that. Which, yeah, it was pretty emotional. So guys, overall, I'm going to give this show a 5-star. You know, I've seen people on Twitter saying I would have done this or I would have made this different and we'd have maybe done like whatever. That's fine. This deserves 5 stars just because Brodie Lee has passed away. Just because that man, I don't need to explain it, guys. The guy passed away during Christmas and New Year. his family, leaving his kids and stuff like that, it must be fucking hard. I know what it's like to lose, well, lose both parents. I lose all my kind of family, so I know what it's like to lose everything. I just feel like there's no way out. At least these guys have got like a good support network, what actually I didn't have, which is something that I do have now. But like I said, guys, this wasn't the best show in the ring. It had just given me a good in-ring work, but out of respect, it deserves the 5 stars. You know, I first saw Brodie wrestle back in an indie show in 2009, before my life went to hell. It was like January 2009. I seen him wrestle, and it was just before my fucking, or February. Was it 2008? I'm sure it was 2009. Just before my life went to fucking hell in the November of 2009. And then I got back into... I still watched wrestling like here and there, but I didn't get to really enjoy wrestling. But I got back into it around about 2013, 2014, just as Brodie was getting used more. And I remember watching the TLC Dolph Ziggler versus Brodie ladder match, and I fell in love with him again, because I was like, I seen this guy out in the fucking, like, in the indies, what the hell. It was just so fun to see. It really was fun to see that guy get to that position, really, to be honest with you. Yeah, so we're going to move on to NXT, guys. I know this is a little bit awkward. We're doing like this whole thing for like Brodie Lee, and then it was emotional, and then we're still going to need to do NXT. I was considering doing these in 2 separate shows, but I thought I'd just put NXT on here just to lighten up the mood of the video. It's not like a sad video, but I don't know. I thought I'd just put it on here because this is the way I always do it. But yeah, so NXT starts with a tribute, which was cool again, guys. I'm happy that the whole wrestling community is just coming together and supporting a tribute for this guy. So we get the first match there was Bronson Reed versus Swerve. Bronson Reed picked up the win. This did what it had to do. It kept Scott the heel and gave Bronson Reed a win, 2.5 stars. It wasn't anything great, but it done what it had to do. Then we get Breezango versus Grizzled Young Veterans. The Young Veterans pick up the win here as I expected, 2.5 stars. A good, enjoyable match that worked well, and I always like seeing Breezango and the Young Veterans as well. Then we get Mercedes Martinez versus Flores. Martinez picked up the win here. This was a total squash match, so it was like 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes, total squash match, so I'm not going to rate it. We get a little bit of NXT awards, so Team of the Year is the Undisputed Era, Female of the Year is Io Shirai, Male of the Year is Adam Cole, and we get Pete Dunne versus Roderick Strong. Pete Dunne picked up the win. Really cool, hard-hitting match, guys. Really enjoyable, fun, 3 stars. Just, I love watching these two guys work at the moment. Top 5 matches of the year. We've got the Iron Man match. There was the 4-way Iron Man match. Balor versus O'Reilly, Takeover. Walter versus Drag. The men's war game, Io versus Rhea versus Charlotte. The winner was Bayley versus Kyle or Riley, which was expected. They're going to have like a little segment like back and forth, which was really, really fun, really cool, and I'm excited to see these guys go at it further. Then we get a segment with Rhea Ripley talking about her friendship, pictures and stuff like that with Raquel, with matching tattoos, etc. This really is cool because we haven't seen this before, and like she says, goes on to say like people change, but I think this is such a cool personal aspect of bringing into this, and I really think it's going to add a touch to that match, especially given Ripley. You'll find out in my New Year, my Hogmanay video, but given like how much Alex seen this woman in the ring, I think she should definitely get this kind of push. Personal factor, more storyline will be really cool. Then we get Phantasma versus Lucha House Party. Lucha House Party picked up the win. 2 stars here. It barely got time to start. It was like just under 4 minutes. But giving it a little bit longer would have definitely brought it up. But for what we had, 2 stars. Future Star of the Year is Austin Theory. Io Shirai wins the overall Competitor of the Year. And then we get the NXT North American Championship. Johnny Gargano versus Leon Ruff. Gargano picked up the win here. I enjoyed this one. It was a solid match. I thought Gargano was going to win, but still, the ending was told, but it was a cool story right till the end. 3 stars. So overall for NXT, I gave it 2.5 stars. It was an enjoyable NXT with good in-ring work. Nothing really stands out. Maybe the Balor and O'Reilly stuff, but nothing mega stands out with what happened tonight. But it was a good show. Look, guys, like I said, I'm not going to pick who's the best show tonight. I'm not going to be like the tribute show got 5 stars, so it's the best, or NXT was better than that. I'm not going to do that. Both shows were good. They were enjoyable. It's what we should keep in mind just now, guys, is the love and affection and care and support that the wrestling community is showing. It shows that we're like a big family. We might all fight against each other. We might not like this person or that person, don't like how they're writing, don't like how they're working. But when it comes, we all come together when the time needs to be. There's a few exceptions here and there that you can see, articles and stuff like that, people just being assholes. But when people need things, they come together. And I know more that than anybody. I've asked the wrestling community to help me grow my channel. And guys have reached out, put me in their video and fucking DM me. I've got things coming up in 2021, which I'm excited about. So it's really fun. And the wrestling community is just like a big family. We might all argue with each other, but we're there to help each other as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Again, big shout out to the love, support and everything for Brodie Lee that we've been seeing. I hope you have a great Hogmanay, guys. And I've got my Hogmanay special video coming out later on today. I think it's like 2 o'clock. I'll share it on the social medias, obviously. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah. And I'll see you in 2021. See you next year, as everybody keeps saying to me so far. I'll see you in 2021. See you later, guys.